Good evening and salam Ibu Pertiwiku. China's foreign ministry said China's government and Chinese companies will cut business ties with U.S. firms selling weapons to Taiwan, declining to give details of the sanctions in a move likely to worsen already poor ties with Washington. China claims self-rule and democratic Taiwan as its own and has never renounced the use of force to bring it under Beijing's control. China regularly calls Taiwan the most sensitive issue in its relations with the United States. Last week, the Pentagon said the U.S. State Department had approved the sale of weapons requested by Taiwan, including 108 General Dynamics Corps M1A2T Abrams tanks and 250 Stinger missiles, which are manufactured by Raytheon. The latest deal involves $2.2 billion worth of tanks, missiles, and related equipment for Taiwan. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Geng Shuang said the arms sales were a violation of international law and harmed China's sovereignty and national security. Federal authorities have launched a criminal probe into whether pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson lied to the public about the possible cancer risk of its talcum powder. The probe escalates a scandal plaguing the company for years, as it faces several civil lawsuits from customers who claim that its baby powder was responsible for their ovarian cancer. According to Bloomberg, a grand jury in Washington is looking at documents about whether J&J knew that its talcum powder products, such as its baby powder, contain carcinogens. Ernie Newitz, a J&J spokesman, said in a statement that the company already disclosed that it received subpoenas in February and that it is fully cooperating with the DOJ investigation. A new report by the United Nations showed that in India there were 271 million fewer people in poverty in 2016 than in 2006. The country recorded the fastest reductions in the multidimensional poverty index values during the period, with strong improvements in areas such as assets, cooking fuel, sanitation, and nutrition. In 2005 and 2006, the population in India living in multidimensional poverty was about 640 million people, or 55.1%. That number was reduced to 369 million people, or 27.9% by 2016. Deprivation in nutrition dropped from 44.3% in 2005 to 2006 to 21.2% in 2016. Child mortality from 4.5% to 2.2%. The South Asian country has also significantly reduced its deprivation of cooking fuel, sanitation, and drinking water. More people gain access to housing and electricity. Overall, the study shows that globally, of the 1.3 billion people who are multidimensionally poor, more than two-thirds, or 886 million, now live in middle-income countries. A further 444 million live in low-income countries. 1 in 3 children worldwide is multidimensionally poor, compared to 1 in 6 adults. That means that nearly half of the people living in multidimensional poverty, or 663 million, are children, with the youngest children bearing the greatest burden. Well, that's all the news updates for now. I'm Razi Ahmad, and thank you for watching.